Pepe coin holders, I've got a video for you guys. There's a big move incoming, and there's a lot happening in the cryptocurrency space right now that we got to be talking about that will probably impact the price of Pepe. So without further ado, welcome back to Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel right now. Let's hop in this video. I do want to start off here and say, guys, I am not a financial advisor. Anything I say is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. Let's hop in. All right, so we're going to start off here on Crypto Twitter. Follow me at 333 Blacksea. I say, what are we buying, or are the trenches cooked? The trenches cooked? Are they done? Is it all done for? You know, the overarching macroeconomics of this world right now are not in a good spot, especially for altcoins. It really requires a lot of free-flowing money, especially in the retail space, to see these meme coins run from $1 million to $10 billion, $10 billion to $100 billion. You know, we saw Dogecoin go all the way up to $66 billion at one point. In my opinion, I don't think that meme coins are dead. I don't think that altcoins are dead. I think there will be outliers, but it's just going to be a little bit different. It's not going to be like 2017 or 2021, but I think that we are going to see further moves to the upside, especially if we're basing that off of the 4-year cycle, guys. Bitcoin should be going up to the upside at the end of 2025, the fourth and final phase of the 4-year cycle, and with that should come a altcoin season, if you will. So I do want to show this. So the other day we saw billionaire Bitcoin whale wallets are waking up. So far, 7 addresses have now moved a total of 7.6 billion in Bitcoin since last night. The addresses below have all been holding since April to May of 2011, over 14 years. And guys, these are Satoshi era wallets selling, and I'm seeing a lot of FUD kind of get brought up because of this. And you can look at this; it's pretty fascinating that they're moving this Bitcoin, literally billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin that they haven't touched for 14 years. That being said, guys, what's wrong with taking some profit? If you had the conviction to do that, what's wrong with taking some profit? I think that it's okay. I think everyone should take profit. I think that sell shaming is bad. And I think that people are looking into this a little bit too deep, or saying, oh no, like they're selling, that means we're going to zero. Guys, it's just profit taking. Like we saw a absolutely massive move to the upside for Bitcoin over the course of 2023, 24, 25. And guys, a little selling is okay. So don't get too blindsided by this news piece that's so bearish. Like, it's not very bearish. It's just noise, guys. Just pay attention to what's happening with this crypto space. So let's take a look at Pepe, because this, in my opinion, will impact Pepe, because I do think that people are just quite skittish right now. People are saying people don't really have money, really. That's what it comes down to. Retail investors don't have money to be buying these risk-on assets. But you look at Pepe, and there is a big move brewing right here. We are below the bullish trend line, my friends. What have I been doing? I've been doing high leverage scalps. I've been having fun with 75x longs, 75x shorts with money I'm not afraid to lose, all right, guys? And I'm really just trying to accumulate as much profit as I can during these channels that we've been chopping around in to accumulate more Bitcoin, really. But I do believe that Pepe is a strong meme coin here, guys, and I think that it will prove itself in the test of time. I do think that it will stay here for the long term. I think that more people talk about Pepe now than they do Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, which is quite fascinating. And there's not an insane inflation rate on the tokenomics for Pepe versus Dogecoin, where there's literally like, I don't even want to say the number, but I know it's an absurd amount of coins added day after day after day. It was a joke. It's a meme coin. But regardless, let's talk about price action here. Why I think there's a big move coming. We are below the bull market trend line, okay? You look at Market Cipher. You have a red dot here. You have the money flow. It's trying to curl back up into the green, but I'll be honest, guys, I don't think that it's going to happen just yet. I mean, we did just have the big, beautiful bill that Trump just signed that will really start to move forward with crypto regulation and stablecoin regulation, which will integrate crypto more into banks, which is very bullish. But guys, we're really pinned here right now because of the Federal Reserve. Because Jerome Powell, because of these rates being so high, and really because quantitative tightening, all this sell pressure on the stock market. Although stocks are near all-time highs right now, which is pretty fascinating. That being said, we need to see a pivot towards quantitative easing from the Fed to see risk on assets really perform. Guys, I know that retail investors do not have money. I remember rewinding back to, I believe it was 2023. I made a couple videos about the statistic that by July of 2024, the cumulative savings accounts of U.S. citizens would be in the deficit after being at a $2.1 trillion cumulative savings back in 2020, okay? After all that helicopter money. And guys, it's the truth. Like, you can look around, go to the grocery store, look at how much it costs to buy groceries, and a lot of people can't afford it. Times have changed, and when we were in the environment back in 2021, guys, there was a lot of free-flowing money. Rates were low. There was quantitative easing happening. There was helicopter money. Retail investors were buying meme coins, guys. I do believe that time will come again. I just think we have to be patient here. And when that does happen, there will be a massive move. Now, let's talk about the short term here. Let's talk about the daily, the weekly, okay? We're looking at the weekly time frame on Pepe. We're below the bullish trend line on the weekly. It does look like it wants to bottom out here, but when you look at Market Cipher, it looks like we have a little bit more ways to go. I think we need to probably curl down to the downside just a little bit before we come back up. And when you look at the money flow, it's nice, thick and green, guys. Like we probably do have, I would not be surprised if we're bottoming out here, but yes, we do have a red dot here. Let's look at the monthly. I haven't looked at the monthly in a while. The monthly definitely shows an interesting picture here, but I would say that you can't really look at Market Cipher because it's generally kind of a newer meme coin when you think about it compared to, say, Dogecoin, Shiba Inu. But that being said, like, this does look like it wants to spill over. And I know, guys, and I don't like being a bear here, but guys, this is what I'm doing is, guys, I'm high leverage scalping. I'm looking at like the hour time frame at max right now. I look at the higher term time frames to kind of see where the general consensus is headed, what the overall like hive mind consciousness, what people think is going to happen. That's how you look at like a higher term time frames. That's what I like to use it for. But on the short-term timers, I've been high leverage scalping. I've been doing these 75x longs, 75x shorts, and I've been profiting pretty well. And if you guys do want to trade as well, check out in the description box below or pinned comment down below. We have a $5,000 sign bonus to Blowfin. We also have a lot of other awesome bonuses with other exchanges. Feel free to check them out. Blowfin's offering a $4.2 million prize pool right now just for trading volume. And you can win a Tesla Cybertruck. Pretty cool. Take advantage of these promotions, guys. Especially when the market's chopping around. But when you look at Bitcoin, the overall market, guys, Bitcoin's near all-time high still, okay? But you see this, and it's red today, but we came up to 110K the other day into Q3, and Q3 tends to be bearish and sluggish, guys. My invalidation was a monthly candle closure in June over 105,000, I believe it was, and we got a closure at 107,000. So it's very bullish. It looks nice, and I do think we're going to front run some of these Q4 gains into Q3. So I'm paying very close attention to that, and with that, I do expect Bitcoin dominance to drop down into Q4. When that happens, I expect Pepe to make a large move as well. But guys, you look at Bitcoin dominance; it's like 64, almost 65%. When you exclude stablecoins, we're nearly at 66.5, 67%. So it continues to rally. Bitcoin has been the play since Donald Trump launched his meme coin. I made a post on Twitter on my page at 333 Blacksea when he did that, and I said, this is either the top or the beginning of mass adoption. And I was right about both because it was the top for altcoins for the time being, but it was the beginning of mass adoption for Bitcoin and crypto. We're seeing the fundamentals, but there's just not enough money in retail to be really just buying these memes, and there's so many more memes. But I will say, guys, I am bullish on Pepe. I think if any meme coin can survive, it's going to be Pepe. And I'm going to continue to trade it, and I'm going to be looking for opportunities to put some larger positions for long positions, but not just yet. As of right now, I'm just going to be high leverage scalping. But guys, if you like this type of content, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel right now. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.